Hello everybody. Stephanie Zima here, transformation coach and mentor. And here I'm going to talk to network marketers who want to come off that dang roller coaster and onto getting a steady paycheck every single month, right? I'm talking to network marketers who want to earn their first $1,000 consistently every single month, okay? That's who I'm talking to. Likely, you're not going to want to talk to your friends and family, and you need to learn how to generate a funnel, build your brand, do all the things, and talk to strangers on a consistent basis, okay? And that's who I am talking to here on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, invite all your buddies, share this out, and be part of it. Now, if you want my specific training videos emailed to you so you can save them and have them all nice and neat and all the things, make sure you are in www.walkitfree.com/support, okay? Because that's where it's at, my friends. So having said that, here we go. We're gonna dive straight in. We're gonna be talking about how to build connection in your business with your prospects, right? So first of all, you have to understand that when you're talking about prospecting, when you're talking about a prospect, you are not talking immediately about the actual prospect. The first step ever is going to kind of figure out leads. How are you going to generate leads? You have to generate leads before you can even figure out if they're going to be a prospect. And I know if you are like anything like I wasn't even aware of that. I was like, prospecting, recruiting, how am I going to do all that? My brain wasn't even specifically asking the questions that I needed so that I could do the information and learn the information I needed. I just thought I sucked at the whole thing, period. Okay? Because that's it. What I needed to learn, and this is what I'm sharing with you now, what I needed to learn that there's a difference between a lead, there's a difference between a friend, there's a difference between somebody who just stops by at your page, there's a difference between a prospect, and then there's a difference between a prospect that is interested, because that is who you can turn into a customer or a recruit if you pitch the opportunity. Okay, but the whole spiel in the front, no one ever really talked about, nobody ever really trained on, and I had zero idea, so I was frustrated. I thought to myself, like, why? I'm talking to all these people, why is this never going anywhere? I'm talking to all these people. I remember when I first started, everybody always told me, just be bold. And I thought to myself, like, I am bold all the time. I'm bold, bold, bold. I'm always bold. Like, why is it not going anywhere? And I'm going to tell you today why this is not going anywhere if that is you, okay? So here is what happens. You need to start with your lead. How do you get a lead? You're going to get the lead by posting, that's attraction marketing. If you post something and whatever it is you're interested in, right? You're interested, you have your brand. If you don't know how to build a brand, you need to contact me and let me know, and then I can help you do that. But so you need to figure out, what are you going to post? So you're going to post something, and on there you have reactions. You have people commenting on it, liking it. You have story viewers. So when you go into your stories, you have story viewers, for example. All of these, and whatever platforms you are on, all these people, that is becoming your attraction marketing funnel. Okay, so once you have that funnel, now you have a lead. Now the next step is from that lead, you need to start connecting with that lead. If that lead connects back with you, because sometimes people don't. Some people, they just like it as they're mindlessly scrolling on their stuff and they like something and they are not reactive, or they're not on social media a lot. So then they won't help you, okay? So here it is what you need to do. You just gonna go ahead and figure that out, right? So if they're going to come back, you contact them. Now that becomes action marketing. Okay. So you have to act with that lead. You have to be connecting with that lead. You start making a connection. Okay. So you start making the connection with the lead. Now you have to have some emotional intelligence. You have to have some actual skills of converting that lead to become a prospect. Yes, so there's a few questions that you have to ask back and forth depending on what your products are, stuff like that. But here is the meat and potato. Your lead needs to be put through a process to get to become a prospect. See, I never thought that that was the case. I never thought that there was this work that needed to be done in between that and that point. Okay, and that's exactly what needs to happen. You have to have this work done. You have to ask and qualify people from this to that. Now they are a prospect. When they are a prospect, now you build a little bit of more communication. But I jump ahead. Hang on one second. So lead. Okay, once you have that lead, you have your attraction marketing, you have your attraction marketing that presents the leads, okay? With that, you now need to build a little bit of rapport, right? So you connect with them, you build this connection. Now, rapport is so important because you want to know, are they liking you and are you liking them? See, so many of us were jumping straight ahead and wanting to create a sale. But I want you to stop there for a second and I want you to think, do you like this person? Can you imagine you have to work with them all the time and you hate them and you don't like what they're like and they're a Trump lover and you are like a Biden lover and like vice versa, or they like meat and you don't, and like it's just like, if you don't get along with that person, why would you want them as a coworker? Okay, so careful here. You got to build some rapport and kind of see, do you like them? Do you not like them? It will take time, but you cannot be lazy here if you want to convert something, okay? So you've got to do that. You've got to build a rapport over here and find that out. Now, then you have to listen very actively. You have to listen and find out, do they even have a need for what you got? Okay, are there any pain points? Is there anything going on? If they have a pain point, if they need something, now they become a prospect. Okay, so now that they are a prospect, you're gonna have to qualify them even more. So many of you have fear of failure and fear of rejection in there. I did too. Okay, but I'll tell you something. If you qualify the people, if you qualify if they have a need, and you are coming with an authentic heart, with a really good way of being because you've done your personal development work, and you offer them a service, right? And you had qualified that they need that service and that they want that service, and it takes an emotional maturity on your part. Just saying, it takes emotional maturity on your part to wait long enough to see if your prospect actually has a need and a want. And if that's the case, and you're coming with this service, they are not likely to say no. They're not likely to reject you. So that's the work no one ever wants to do. You have to do that work. You have to do that work, okay? You have to qualify a prospect. Now, does the prospect immediately become a customer? No, because every prospect may have a different timeline. The prospect may not be looking for a solution right now. They may be looking in a solution in 3 months, or maybe they're looking for a solution in 5 years, or maybe they're looking for a solution in 2 days. Okay, and maybe they are having a budget that is not matching up with your welcome pack. Maybe they needed one product only. Maybe they need, you have to do more qualifying. Once you identified, yes, they now become a prospect. Now you have to do more qualifying. And when you do that qualification purpose, right, when you go from here to here, when you figure that out, happy days, as my friend Fraser will say. Okay, so here you go. You have a prospect and you're going to move that over to a possible customer because now you offer them what they need and what they want. And when they're asking for it, yes, they are going to buy, right? Here's a big problem with this situation. Most of you are just not having your environment under control. You are losing track of these connections and you are not handling them service oriented. You are probably having too much commission breath because you want to make this, it's all about you, okay? And I'm sorry, I'm going to give you some tough love, and I know I'm not different. I was there too, okay? It is taking emotional maturity to really handle this as a business, but this is what I'm here to teach people. I am here to teach you not to make a quick sale. I'm here to teach you how to build a strong business that will sustain you, because that is what we want, right? We don't want to have a quick pyramid scheme that's going to falter the moment we are not giving away prizes. What we want is a stable, sustainable income, okay? And that is what we get when we qualify the people properly, when we know and we take our time and we are being authentic with our needs and our wants and our abilities, and we are giving the respect to our customers to make a decision if that's who we are is what they want, okay? So it is so important to honor that relationship, and guys, please, if you haven't done it, it takes practice. It takes practice. I've made so many mistakes, and some people who are watching my video are probably gonna be like, nah, she wasn't like that. And yes, you're probably right, I wasn't, because it takes time, but here's the thing, we do not think or expect any baby to be running immediately and jumping up and doing all the things, do we? No, we are wanting them to crawl first, and then from crawling we just kind of let them pull themselves up, and then from there they're slowly taking 1 or 2 steps, and then from there they're going to start doing the normal walking, and then they start running a little bit, and then they get into sports, and then they accelerate in sports. And see, the problem is we are not following through this line. We are all just kind of like, oh, here's the lead. We're then throwing on the big log. Here's like little fan, like this little flame going, right? And instead of going like, come on, you got this, right? Come here, let me nurture you. No, we are coming with this big log and we go like this. And nothing is gonna ever happen with this. And then we kind of forget about it because now we feel shame. We feel shame about the fact that, nobody wants our stuff, and whoop, that feeds that doubt. And there you go, you have all that cycle. So here's what you need to do. You need to literally have your leads, create the leads with the posting, smally, is that a word? No, it's not a word. Figuring out, do you want that, like, is that lead even wanting to be a prospect? If they want to be a prospect, great, now we're having a prospect. Now, how many prospects do you have a week? Let's talk about that. How many prospects do you have a week? How many prospects do you have a day? And how many do you have a month? Now, you want 3 to 5 new team members, customers every single month, right? That's usually everybody's goal. If you want that, when you think about a sales conversion rate of 8%, how many people are you having in your prospect list? So let's calculate this for a minute. So you have, let's say, you're talking to 15 prospects a month, right? You have a 8% conversion rate. Well, you only have a 1.2 chance of having 1 customer when you talk to 15 prospects a month. So you need to do your 15. If you have a conversion rate of 8%, you need to have your 15 prospects times 3. Well, it's 45 prospects a month, not leads, guys, not leads. You need prospects. Now you're gonna have 45. Now you're at your 3 to 4 people a month. See, this is where we are, where most network marketers are failing, and that's why I'm gonna talk about it. That's where you are failing, because you are not creating enough leads that then will be qualified into prospects, that then will be qualified into possible customers. Okay, that's where it is. And it's because somewhere along the lines, you're throwing a log on something, you're not organized, you're not treating it as a business, you are just kind of like, because somewhere somebody says, it's so easy, you can just do it off your phone, it's so easy. Bull S. Okay? You need to treat it as a business if you want to make consistent income. You need to be treating it with like a job. okay? And you are the employee. And if you're not showing up to work, your boss wouldn't be paying you, and neither will your network marketing company. So quit whining about the fact that, network marketing is a pyramid scheme, and just learn how to do it and then practice doing it, and then you will have the results that you are looking for. It is totally possible to make consistent money every single day, right? Every single month. I have done that for 6 years. I have done it from being in the States. I have done it while I was doing things in Germany. And here for living in Germany for 6 months, I've been doing it from the road. I've been doing it from a campsite. I've been doing it all over the place. Why? Because I am organized, okay? Because I lead with authenticity. Yeah, maybe the growth may not be that fast, okay? Who cares? If your goal, see, this is the thing, who cares about the rank? If your goal is to have a job, an income, and steady paycheck coming in every single month, who cares about the retreats? Who cares about this? I don't, right? You have to understand, what is it that you're after? Are you going to want to build for the fame and the fun and all that stuff? Or are you building to have a regular paycheck that's coming in to supplement your income? Or to do all the things? What are you wanting to do, right? You have to be clear about what it is you're wanting to do, and then from there, you build your business. I personally always chose, it's easier if I have integrity in my business. If people know what it is that I'm doing, then I'm going to be able to feel good. That's what I wanted. I don't want to have a garage full of products that I'm not going to be using because I like to hit an incentive somewhere. That did not sound appealing to me. If that is for you, great, move on. Keep doing what works for you. For me, it didn't work. But if you are somebody who wants to come off that roller coaster and you want to get onto a steady paycheck, you better start tuning in, because that's what we're doing here. Okay? All right. I hope that you have enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments. Ask me your questions. I'd love to connect with you guys. Go on to www.walkitfree.com/support so you can get all the week trainings videos on how to do all that, exactly that, every single day. Okay? Have a good one.